Welcome back, Streamers Reloaded. My name is Tom and let's get right into the news. And we're going to begin today with some April Fool's jokes pulled by streamers. There weren't many, but those who did them quite well. The first from TSM Myth, and this one was actually done a day before April Fool's, but I like to think it was actually supposed to be posted on April Fool's, so nevertheless, Myth tweeted out, quitting Fortnite, alongside a twit longer, which isn't too long, simply saying, after taking the time to sit down and really think about where I'm headed and where I want to go, I think it's finally time to announce that I'll be stepping away from Fortnite to pursue my true passion as a farmer of impressions. Got ya. The second big one came from Sweet Anita saying, guys, I finally made an OnlyFans, along with a tracked link which once you clicked it, it took you to SoundCloud and an upload of the song You Got Jabated. Anita shared a day later, so yesterday I jabated you all into thinking I made an OnlyFans for April Fool's, and nearly 40,000 people clicked on it. This posted alongside an image showing the link was clicked 38,000 times. Anita then showed underneath the second message that there were some people who privately messaged her asking what she would be posting on her OnlyFans, before realizing they got jabated. And the last April Fool's joke to mention came from Shroud. With the date clearly posted and labelled at the top, the message reads, the last several years have been insane. You guys allowed me to chase my dream and enjoy every day of it. I've been blessed to be able to take my time doing the thing I love most, gaming. And while I'm not done, not even close, things are about to change. Last weekend, I played Riot's new shooter, Valorant. Since Sunday, it's all I've been thinking about. I've been blessed to be able to play basically whatever I wanted over the last few years, but this one hit different. So, boys, I'm going pro in Valorant. I miss the competitive edge and I finally have a game that I know I can be best at. I want to win world championships and celebrate with you, my fans. So what this message is saying is that Shroud wants to go pro in Valorant, which ultimately means he'll be putting less time into streaming and more time into scrims and practicing. But then Shroud posted the very next day saying, ha 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 ha, April Fools. Unless. But then we follow on to Thursday with an update on Faze Dubs. As a reminder, he was banned back in episode 152 for saying the N-word on someone else's stream. Afterwards, he released a long apology with a final statement from Faze Clan saying that he'll be going on sensitivity training. Since that event, he hasn't streamed on Twitch and has gone quiet on all social medias. But now, he is back. And the first tweet back is yet another apology. This is a 3-screenshot long tweet. To cut it down a bit, Dub's statement reads, I would like to convey how deeply sorry I am to everyone that I hurt through unjustifiable language that I recently used. I would like to share with you all what I have spent my time doing to learn and grow from this. I completed sensitivity training to learn more about the history and original use of some of the most commonly misused offensive words. I further discussed these topics and what I've learned with my cultural sensitivity coach. The biggest lesson I learned was about the history of how these words were originally used and how they changed into derogatory words over time. The next section is about his break with Fortnite, then following on to, I am determined to take a stand against the use of these words and to further live by the motto, think before you speak. Taking action for the use of this motto is necessary for my and any of us who want to become better versions of ourselves. Let's be conscious of the things we say, let's be nice to one another, and let's change the culture of esports together. And that's it for the statement. Looking into the responses to analyze a bit further, here are the top 30 responses. Non-highlighted ones are neutral, yellow highlighted are positive, orange are members of Faze, and red are negative. From this we can see 16 are positive, 10 are negative, and 4 are neutral, which once removing the Faze team members, only 13 are positive. So taking a look at the responses, Faze Apex said, love you bro, proud of you for owning up to your mistakes and putting the work into trying to correct them and to fix issues that may have caused them. Excited to see you continue to grow as a person and a professional in our family. The only problem with this tweet is of course Faze Apex is one of the owners of Faze, so take that information how you will. Then taking a look at one more positive one user said, never let it happen again man, but we stand Dubs and await your return. Cancel culture sucks. And then the top 2 negative ones, with one user saying fake apology and another user saying I respect Dubs, but he's only saying this because he got caught. He didn't even hesitate or stutter, he just said the word. It's clear it's a part of his vocabulary, like listen to how he said the word in the clip. So that's where I of course pass this one off to you. Is this a fake apology, or is this something to accept? Following on, we got a ban from the channel minxkittyy with a hosting accident on stream. These two ended their stream by hosting another channel. As you can see, Minx's friend stood off to the right, waiting for her to press that host button. When Minx walked away, he took that as the stream is now off, and then walked across the screen completely naked. This of course caused the channel to get banned. The length is unknown, but Minx's channel is currently still banned. And then in a bit of Mixer news, Mixer is handing out $100 to each of their partners to help during this COVID-19 pandemic, costing the website a grand total $300. This was shared by one of the Mixer partners on Twitter saying, Mixer just sent out all their partners $100 to use however they please during the pandemic. Coolest thing I've seen a company do in a while. Some quick math was put into place to work out that if Twitch was to do the same thing, it would cost the website a grand total $4.1 million, almost $4.2 million if they followed the same steps. And we follow on with some relationship drama, stemming from that of the streamer Katerino and YouTube personalities CallMeCarson and Fitz. Katerino has been blowing up in the past 5 months, most likely due to being in a relationship with CallMeCarson. Around a year ago, Katerino averaged 150 viewers on Twitch and now averages 1,700. In November, CallMeCarson did a radula with 10 girls, of which in the outcome, Katerino won and picked love. These two ended up going on a date, and this became an online love story until eventually these two were in a relationship. On the Carson side of things, same story but with one addition, that last month Carson announced that he was taking an indefinite break from social media so that he can deal with his own mental health. This was followed up with him saying that he has been on antidepressants. Although Carson has taken a break from social media, he has been on Katerino's streams a few times since this announcement. So onto the drama. That is where the huge YouTuber Fitz comes into play, and as it turns out, Katerino cheated on Carson with Fitz. This was figured out through the Carson subreddit with a post shared about a tweet he liked. The tweet reads, "Girls are like, sorry for ruining your perception of love, can we be friends again?" And well, one member of his fanbase shared this, and Carson ended up responding to some of the comments. Scrolling down a bit, one user left the comment, "Man, there's some deep stuff going on here. My question is, why did he unfollow Fitz on everything and delete his Instagram post of him?" Then another user responded with, "I think they're saying Kate may have cheated on Carson for Fitz, which I'm hoping didn't happen. Carson cannot take this kind of stress right now since he's been battling with his depression." And well, after this, Carson responded with, "Ding ding ding, we have a winner." Now this original post came on April 1st, which is where one user did challenge Carson on this idea, saying that all of this could possibly be an April Fool's joke. Carson responded to that with, "I would never do something like this as a joke." And one more comment that definitely needs to be pointed out here reads, "I really hope she didn't do this to him knowing how bad the situation he's in is, because that would be a disgusting thing if she did." Of which Carson responded to that with, "They both knew." So that is it for this one, and one final point I want to show here comes from Saturday, and for this one we're going back to the original radula, where GreekGodX showed up mid-stream to warn Carson about Katerino, where he replays the original clip and makes an additional comment. So finally for this one, here is that clip.
If anybody ever listens to me, this was happening here, I warned everybody here, dude.
Gotta be careful of Katerino.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
My face. She's been round the block.
She has been round the block, and she's also sucked good guy Fizz's. Okay, let's go.
And the last one for today is a bit of petty drama between Drdisrespect and LOL Tyler 1. You see, Drdisrespect showed up in Tyler's chat for some reason and left the following message: "I couldn't imagine playing the same game over and over and over and over for years to still be average," and then quoting himself even though he left the message. Of course, Tyler needs to respond, and he did, so here I just have one clip, so here it is.
What Doc say here? I couldn't imagine playing the same game over and over for years to still be average. Funny. Hey, that's funny, Doc. Average would be an upgrade for you, number one. So I'll start there. Number two, I am one of the greatest League of Legends players, statistically, in the country. Like, actually in the country. Fuck it, in the world. Doc, when have you been top 500 in any video game since what is it, 1989, 1932? Back-to-back 1922, 1923. Blockbuster video game, who gives a fuck? Don't distract me, I got a fucking game to win.
And that's where I'm going to end today's video. If you haven't seen the midweek video yet, I suggest you do. Just keep in mind that it is an April Fool's episode, so there are a few twists. Aside from that, I want to thank you all for watching as normal, stay safe, and I hope to see you in the next one.